Okay, so option one, starting on your back, laying down flat, bringing your left hand over your heart. Option two, starting in Balasana. So that would be butt back to heels. I'm gonna turn to the side too. Butt back to your heels, arms out, stretch. You need to go where you need to go. So yoga is for everybody. It is your relationship with yourself. So coming into the position that will help you to bring your mind and your breath together. And whatever that may be, we're gonna start working on our pranayama first, our breathing. Taking very big, full, deep breaths, filling our lungs all the way to capacity, and then exhaling out our mouth. All the way out, sending all those exhales to tight spots in our body. And again, taking a big, huge inhale up, and a big exhale out. Again, big inhale up, fill up to capacity, and exhale everything out. Good. Being still, being quiet. Breathing with a purpose. Focusing on 45 minutes of yoga. Using our mind's eye and our energy, use your breath to control your mind and senses. If you are not in Balasana, come into Balasana. Come right on over. Bring your butt back to your heels. Reach your hands forward. So Eastern tradition, we could bring our hands behind us at our sides with our palms up. But we're going to reach forward so that we can tilt to a side here. Keep your head lined up with your neck, guys. Good. Go ahead and tilt your hips over to the right. Walk your hands to the left. Deep yoga breaths, breathing into that low back. Right armpit down. And coming back to the front, so bringing those fingertips back out front, bring your butt right back to your heels. And tilting over to the left, walking opposite side. So you're going to feel that stretch from the left armpit down. Filling up and releasing all of your breath. And coming right back to the center. So this time I want you to pull your core up and in, Uddiyana Bandha. Pull the spine and navel together in the center. Allow them to kiss and keep that bind the whole time. Good, and pressing up into table, so you're in your neutral table position with your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above your knees, and then the distance between the two is the same. Back is flat, your gaze is forward. Let's take 3 cow cats. Inhale, drop belly, open throat and chest. Look up. Fill all the way up. Exhale, pull up and round. Round, round on the exhale. Inhale, drop, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, drop. And exhale, round. Good. Coming back to that neutral table. Bringing right hand forward and left foot back. Finding balance. Take the right hand to the right side, the left foot to the left side. Drop that left foot down. So we're coming up into gate. Left foot roots into the earth. Inhale, reach up and over with your right hand to your left side. Stretching still side bodies and connective tissue. Good. Coming back. Placing hands, shifting shoulders, coming right back. This time take the left hand forward and the right foot back. So your thumb is to the sky and your heel is to the sky while you find your balance. Take your left hand to the left side. Take your right foot to the right side. Drop that right foot down, root it into the earth. Come up and reach up and over. So I'm kind of showing you from the back. This is how you would normally see me. And then come back. Turn right back around to that table. Take 2 cow cats. Inhale, drop, reach up, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop. Exhale, round. Coming back to table. Untuck your toes and press up to down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So your body is in an inverted V. Okay? Pedaling your feet if you want. That's option, so you can stretch your feet and your calves. Your core is pulled up and in, Uddiyana Bandha. And perhaps if you practice with me all the time, you're doing Mula Bandha too. Good. So pressing heels towards the mat to see where you're going to start. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step, hop or float your feet through to your hands. Forward fold, Uttanasana. So very important, Uttanasana, because we stand and sit all day, especially right now. Allow that blood to come to your head. Good. Grab the elbows with the opposite hand. Root your feet into the mat and make a little circle. Switching directions of your circle. So you're breathing into your hamstrings and your calves, guys. Good. Allow everything to come forward, Uttanasana. Now inhale, peek forward, flat back. Unhinge your spine. Exhale, fold farther, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way to the sky. Reach, reach. And drop that left arm down. Take the right arm to the left side. You can take a little step out right here if you want. That's up to you. Keep your core tight. Get your 3 to 5 breaths in. And inhale straight up. And exhale, switch sides. Right arm comes down, left arm comes over. Breathing into the left side bodies. And inhale straight up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway to unhinge your back. Exhale, place hands, step back into plank. So you're in a high push-up right now, right? It's temporary, guys. So option is going to be to press back to down dog or take it through vinyasa flow. If you're taking through vinyasa flow, what I want you to keep in mind is 1 breath per move. That's that low chaturanga push-up with an up dog. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Untuck, exhale, 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 down. Down dog. Core is pulled in. Still breathing. Good. On your inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels. Exhale, step, hop, float. Feet through. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Putting a bend in the right knee. Take the right hand to the left and twist to the sky. Look up, twist, twist. So remember, we're twisting for our organs, basically. Breathe through all the spots that are tight, guys. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Switch sides. Put a bend in the left knee. Take the left hand to the right ankle. Twist the right hand to the sky. And fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up. Inhale, 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 and sit into Utkatasana chair. So I'm going to show you from the side. Feet are firmly rooted. Your butt is tucked forward. Your pelvis is tucked. Okay, your shoulders are down away from your ears. Reach up. Look up. So feel that pull a little bit. From the kneecap up to the hips. Feel the pull on the quads. It's temporary. Breathe into it. Stretch it out. Good. Open to one side. Look over your hand and back. If you can. If not, just look to that side. Press your feet into the mat. Good. Come back into Utkatasana chair. Now open to the opposite side. Coming back. Take it to a low chair. Take your hands behind. Keep your butt tucked forward. Lift your heels off the mat if you can. Good. Press your heels to the mat. Come up. Reach up and cross. Find that back bend space. And then fold, swan dive down. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Exhaling. Inhale halfway. Unhinge your spine. Exhale, place your hands. Step back to that plank position. Option, down dog or vinyasa flow. Good. I'm going to continue to pedal. You do whatever works for you. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, float. Feet reach to the hands. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to the sky. Good. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale to the sky. And exhale, right hand down. And inhale. Folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling halfway. Unhinging. Spine. Exhale. Place hands. Step back. Take it through vinyasa. Good. So here we are back in down dog. Always meeting here. Inhale the right heel up. 3-limb down dog. You can bend your knee. Open your hip. Look under your armpit. It's your opposite heel. So you're breathing into that hip. And coming right back to that 3-limb down dog. Exhale the right knee forward. Tag your right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale it through. Bring the knee to the chest. Shift forward and place your foot so that you're in a runner's lunge. You're at a 90-degree angle here. Remember, the knee is above the heel. So, reminding you again about Uddiyana Bandha, pull your core tight, and pranayama your breath. Good. Let's go ahead and just do our regular revolve side angle by turning and reaching to the sky. So, left hand, right foot, pressing to earth, right hand to the sky. Breathe into all the spots that are tight. And bring your right hand down. Rotate your foot and back, your left foot to a 90-degree angle, and then press and open into warrior two. So that knee in front, you're on that invisible line with your heels. The knee in front is going forward and not tilting over to the side. One hand to the back, one hand to the front. Now, squeeze your adductors and glutes. So your inner thighs and your butt. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And breathe. Don't stop breathing because you're challenged. This is something we do in our everyday life too. We have to take these big, huge breaths. Daily basis. Good. And reverse your warrior. Viparita Virabhadrasana. So, one arm down, one arm coming towards that side. Still squeezing your legs. Good. And then coming back to warrior two. But this time, straighten out that front knee. Lean at your waist. Bring your hand down and your hand up. So you're coming into Trikonasana, into triangle. Open up that heart. Make sure you're not putting all your weight on that leg. You can use a brick if you want. Good. And then extending the hand that's in the sky forward, turning your pinky down. So you're reaching, you're making a bigger stretch right through that side. Now turn all the way around. Bring both hands to that foot that's already stable, right? So all of our weight coming into the right foot or left foot, wherever you're at. Your hands are as close as you can make them to that foot or ankle, okay? You're looking at your knee. Your chest is low onto your quad. Your hips are squared, so your other heel is the highest point of your body, but it's not super high. Breathing into that hamstring. Good. Remember, if you fall out of any position, just come back into it. You're creating muscle awareness. Coming right back up to the top. Swing that leg up and through to a knee, and then cross it over. So if you fall, just come back, taking it to a knee and crossing it, okay? Trying to be mindful of my basement here. I don't quite have the technology I have at Court 1. Sitting low, crossing over, opening hip. So keeping in mind, if you want to take it down low, you can. You can use bricks here. You can bring your hands down. Just try to keep your crown to the sky. Woo, breathing into that piriformis, the IT band, the hip flexor, your glute. Breathe into it. Good. And then coming up to a knee, dropping down and folding at your waist, exhaling. Exhaling, exhaling. Inhaling halfway, peeking forward to unhinge. Exhale, place hands, step back, taking it through vinyasa or meeting in down dog. Now, if at any time you need to take child's pose, take it. Listen to your brain, guys. Good. Switching sides. Inhale the left heel up. Bend the knee, open the hip. You can look under your armpit at that opposite heel if you want. Good, and coming back to a 3-limb down dog. Exhale the left knee forward to the left elbow. Tag, inhale back. Exhale the left knee forward to the chest. Shift forward, place into a runner's lunge. So your knee up front is in a 90. And if you need to help your knee, just help your knee. This time pressing right hand next to left foot. Turn, twist, look up and smile. I'll know if you're smiling or not, because I'm going to ask you at the end when I unmute. So very important. Good. And then coming back forward, rotating that back foot, and then windmilling open into warrior two. Okay? So remember, you're on that invisible line for your heels. Crown to the sky, one hand to the back, one hand to the front. Squeeze your inner thighs. Squeeze your glutes. Press your shoulders from your ears. Turn, look over your middle finger. Your core is tight, Uddiyana Bandha. Breathing. should be sweating a little bit right now. Reverse. Squeeze. Make it count, guys. Even though you're home, make it count. I taught on video the other day and got up into a headstand. That was crazy. Come back to warrior two. Good. Now straighten out that front leg, lean at your waist, and bring one hand down and one hand up. Remember, you can use a brick if you want. You can use the floor. You can use your leg. Just make sure that you're not compromising your heart. Don't close off. Stay open. Looking up, breathing. Core is tight. Bringing that hand forward, the one that's up towards the sky, bring it forward. Turn the pinky down and breathe right into that side. Reach, reach. Now turn all the way. Place both hands by your foot that's stable, as close as you can get it, okay? You can use bricks here, a brick, 2 bricks. Make sure your hips are square to the mat. Your chest is low on your quad. You're looking at your knee. Opposite heel, highest point of body. So you're feeling this in your hamstring and glute. Breathe to those areas. Good. Now coming up to a knee. Remember, if you fall out, just come back. Coming up to a knee and crossing it over. Okay? Sitting into gentleman's style chair. And taking this wherever you need to take it. This is your practice. You can take it all the way down. As long as your crown is to the sky, just don't come into a ball, okay? Because you have to sit with your leg that's stable. You have to sit low with that. Good. Then coming up to a knee, dropping that foot to meet the opposite foot, folding at the waist. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale halfway, peek forward to unhinge. Exhale, place hands and step back. Take it through your vinyasa or press back to down dog. Good. Starting with that first foot, adding on just a tiny bit. Inhale, right heel. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Come across your body. Tag your left elbow. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to chest. Shift forward. Place foot into a runner's lunge. Knees at a 90 in front. Twist and turn. Look up and smile. Good. Coming back, rotating that left foot all the way so that you can come into warrior two. Looking over the middle finger in front. Press your shoulders away from your ears. If you need to take a break, take a break. Focus on your breathing. Reverse. Viparita Virabhadrasana. And then coming back to warrior two, unbending the front knee, leaning at the waist and coming into Trikonasana triangle. Taking your 3 to 5 good breaths, extending that hand forward, turning the pinky down, then turn all the way around, launch into that standing split. Remember, your chest is low, very close to your quad. Wish I could hear your breathing. I know you're working at it though. Come up, and this is where we're going to swing up and through. If you fall out, just come back, no big deal. Cross it over. So you're coming into gentleman's, right? Crown still to the sky, taking it as low as you need to. Breathing into it. Good. And then coming up this time, drop your knee back and grab your foot. come into dancer, not a Janarasana, okay? So I'm going to turn to the side, putting the weight in the right foot, grabbing that left foot with the left hand, leaning and reaching forward. Make sure your foot is rooted. Good. And then dropping that foot forward, folding at your waist. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, place hands, step back, take it through vinyasa. Good. So meeting in down dog, this time inhaling the left heel. 3-limb down dog. Exhale the left knee to the left elbow. Come across your body, tag the right elbow, and come back up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, knee forward, place foot. So help your foot if you need to. Foot into a runner's lunge. Opposite hands. Twist and look up. Good. Bring that hand down, rotate the back foot, and open up into warrior two. Squeezing inner thighs. Squeeze and reverse. So still squeezing legs, still squeezing butt. Then coming back to warrior two, unbend that front knee, lean at your waist, and come into triangle on the opposite side. Extending hand forward, pinky down, reach, reach. Good, and turn all the way around, launch into that standing split. Keep your chest low, look at your knee. Hands are directly by your foot that's stable. Breathing. Good, and then coming up into a knee. If you fall, come back. And crossing it over into gentleman's chair. Opening up that piriformis and the IT band. Breathing. Good. Coming up again, and instead of dropping your foot, reach back. Grab your foot, lean forward with the opposite hand. Dancer, not a Dhanurasana. When you get 3 to 5 good breaths, drop forward, exhale. Inhale halfway, unhinge your spine, exhale, place hands, step back, taking it through vinyasa. Good. And going through this thread again, inhale the right heel up, exhale the right knee, come across the body, tag, inhale back up, exhale the knee, shift and come through, turn and twist. Good. Hand comes down, rotate that back foot, windmill into warrior two. Make sure your right knee is going forward. Your stance should be getting wider. Reverse your warrior. Coming back to warrior two. Unbend that front knee and come into triangle. Extending that hand forward, turning the pinky down. Turn all the way around, launch into that standing split. Keep your hips facing the mat. Keep your head facing your knee. Good, coming up for that knee coming into gentleman's and crossing. So crossing and sitting down. Open the hips. Coming back up and dropping that foot back, grabbing with your hand and reaching forward. If you fall out, come back. And then drop that foot, fold and exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, place hands and step back to get through vinyasa. Big inhale on the up dog. Big exhale on the down dog. Good. Pull your core in. Get back on your breathing pattern. Inhale, left heel. Exhale, left knee. Cross the body. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale, left knee. Place your foot into a runner's lunge. Right hand, left foot, left hand to the sky. Look up and smile. Good. Left hand comes down. Rotate the right foot. Press and open into warrior two. So make sure you're on that invisible line. Turn and look. Now reverse. And coming back to warrior two. Unbend that front knee, lean at your waist and come into triangle. Reaching to the sky with that right hand. Left hand down, body open. Rotate the hand forward, turn the pinky down, stretch, stretch. Now come all the way into standing split. Breathing into that hamstring and that glute. Come all the way up into gentleman's chair. Up to a knee and then crossing over to a seated position. Breathing. Good. Then coming up to a knee again, dropping that foot back, reaching forward. Drop feet together, fold and exhale. Inhale halfway, peek forward, exhale, place hands, take it back through vinyasa or to down dog. Good. Press your heels towards the mat, see if they're closer. On the inhale, bend your knees, look forward. On your exhale, step, hop, float. Feet through to your hands, forward fold, Uttanasana. Come up to a big inhale. And come right into chair again. Right into Utkatasana. So sit down, tuck that pelvis, look up. Keep the squeeze on the legs, hands coming to heart center. Twisting prayer. So turn and hook the opposite elbow into a twist. You can open if you want, or you can just keep it to a prayer. If you're open, come back to a prayer, and then turn right back around, up to Utkatasana. Coming down with the prayer, turn and twist. Opposite elbow, twisting. You can open. The choice is yours. So speaking of choices are yours, everything's a choice. The breathing that we're doing right now, the joining the class that we're doing, come back, Utkatasana. Good. Unbend, grab your hands, find that back bend, and then swan dive forward. Exhale. Inhale halfway, peek forward. Exhale, place hands, come back through vinyasa. Use your breath. Good. On the inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, float. Feet through to your hands, forward fold, Uttanasana. Grab your hands behind your legs. Look at your own knees. Breathe into your calves and your hamstrings, your low back. Good. And drop your hands forward. Come all the way up to an inhale and down to a heart center. Good. Finding tree. So, finding tree on the right side. Might be a kickstand. Might be an inner thigh. Might be anything but the knee, basically. Might be a calf. Good, and coming back to a heart center, taking your knee up, dropping it back for lightning. So we're dropping that right foot back. All 10 toes are forward. Lean at your waist. Look forward. Allow that neck to follow the spine. Reach. Breathe to the spots that are tight. Step together, fold. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, place hands, take it through vinyasa, or meet me in down dog. Good. On the inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, float. Feet through to the hands, forward fold, Uttanasana. Grab your hands behind. Breathe into those spots that are still tight. And release your hands down. Come up to an inhale. Good. Bringing hands to heart center. Finding tree on the opposite side. So going left side this time. Kickstand, calf, inner thigh. Don't be surprised if both sides are different. Maybe it just depends on the day. Breathing into your tree. Maybe your tree branches wave. If you're trying yoga for the first time, thanks for sticking with it. Hands come to heart center. Knee comes up, then drop it back. Okay, all 10 toes go forward. Dropping, left foot's in back, right foot's in front, bending at the waist, breathing into lightning. Good. Stepping forward, folding, exhale, inhale halfway, exhale, place hands, step back, take it through vinyasa. Good. Meeting me in Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Stepping forward with your right foot. Taking a step. Dialing your upper body back to that right leg. So you're coming into pyramid. All 10 toes are forward, feet are flat on the mat. Your upper body is at your right quad. Looking at your right knee. Now if you feel pretty firm here in pyramid and you want to take pyramid hands, you can, which is that low prayer at the back. If you feel pretty firm and you want to take humble warrior arms, you can. That's a clasp and arms straight to the sky. Just make sure your feet are firmly rooted. Breathe to the hamstring. And if your arms are up, bring them to your low back and open down. Step forward. And drop that right foot back. Pyramid, pyramid legs. Breathe into the left hamstring. You can take whatever arms you want. Good, and dropping the hands down, coming forward, stepping forward, folding. And then coming right down to Malasana Garland. Take your feet out to the edges of your mat. Okay, bring your butt down. And then bring your arms around. You can use your elbows to press your inner thighs out. Good. And then coming right down to that seated position. Over onto your back. Come right onto your back and hug your knees in. You guys still with me here? Just making sure.
We're all with you.
Yay. Okay, cool. I was like, I can't tell. Okay, so we're on our back. Our knees are hugging in. Good. So let's go into Halasana, right? Up and over, if you can. If you want to, if it feels good, do it. That's up to you. It'd be up and over, plow pose. So keep your head straight though, and your arms by your sides. Good. Slowly bend, come back forward really slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Good. So grab those knees, hug, and then extend your knees away from your body, just the distance of your arms, and make that little circle. That lower back circle that feels so good. Involve your hips, and then switch directions. Good, and hug your knees in, and bring your feet to the mat. Now place your hands on the mat, just at your sides. Feet are completely rooted. Headlight lamps on hips, press up. Press, we're doing a little bit of low back here. Kind of the opposite of what we were doing with plow. Slowly coming down. A little bit of bridge there. Again, big inhale up and press. And coming down slowly. And one more, press. And coming down slowly. Good. Hug those knees in. Rock from the back to the front, and then come up into Navasana boat, right? So hands and feet out. You're on your sit bones. And just holding this here, breathing, calm, knowing that everything that you're doing is right. There is no wrong way. Staying in your normal routine is probably the best idea. Good. Hover. So take it down and just hover above the ground. And release. Awesome. Come back to the knees. Cross that right knee over the left knee. Open the hip. And then lift your foot off the ground. Both feet are flexed. Right hand comes through, left hand comes behind. And clasp them behind your left hamstring. Inhale. And exhale, pull in. Good. And then release. Switch sides. Take that right foot off. Cross the left foot over, open. And then inhale and clasp. Feet are flexed. And exhale, pull in. So doing this instead of pigeon. Getting that same muscle group on the hip, the outside. Good. And release. So coming into bound ankle pose, leave your legs on the mat though, but keep your feet together. See how my feet are together? Just keep your feet together and leave your legs out and just relax your hips. Still, I want to remind you about your Uddiyana Bandha and your pranayama breathing, still taking those big inhales and exhales. Sending exhales to any spots that might still be tight. Good. And then last but not least, coming into T-arms and taking a twist. So remember that you can do any variation you want. Just keep the shoulders on the mat. That's the key. So looking the opposite direction of whatever way you're spinal twisting. If your knees are going to the right, turn your head to the left. Both shoulders stay on the mat, and you can take any of those variations by bringing the left heel above the right knee or dropping that left knee below the right ankle for more hip flexor. You can grab your left toe. So it would be kind of like a standing or like a laying down supine Utthita Hasta Pandyangasana. I forget the name of this though. Let's get that low spine, breathe into that. And then coming back to the center and switching sides, taking knees to left if you were right and looking over the right. I don't know if you guys can see me or not. Pretty low onto this mat here. Keep both shoulders on the mat. Good, and then just coming back to center, hugging those knees in, and coming straight out into Shavasana, bringing your hands to your sides with your palms up, because if you believe, you receive. And just coming back to a relaxed breathing, so where you're